afternoon, everybody. Hello. I'm going to apologize up front. I know we are a little delayed in getting started, but it is due to this amazing crowd. So give yourselves a hand for all the support and excitement. I think Snowmageddon might have helped us out a little bit. So 2 weeks later, here we are celebrating. Y'all know my famous line. I'm gonna try to have you out of here by 1 o'clock. We have ended early the last couple years, so I'm hoping this little time gap won't hurt us too bad, but we are gonna roll through if you hang on and hang tight so that we can send you all back to work. All right, here we go. Y'all look good in those boots and blazers and your bling and all your stuff. I love it. We are going to give a couple instructions. I swung the line wide and then broke it in the middle here in hopes that people can continue to see. The great part is right now you're not really missing anything. So if we can just keep that going until everybody can eat. If you for some reason sat down and did not get your plate when the line dies down, please feel free. Y'all, this is a business luncheon, and I understand that, but I also understand it's still the middle of the day, and there are things that can happen. So if you need to get up at any point, please just do that, and we are okay. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, thank you for being here as we celebrate the 65th Annual Awards Luncheon of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce. While this is our 65th year, we have been serving the community for over 100 years. And so for more than this century, this organization has stood strong through change, growth, challenge, and opportunity, supporting businesses and helping shape the future of Reidsville. That kind of legacy deserves a little boot stomp, don't you think? So that's what today's theme is all about. Boots represent our roots, our pride, our grit, our resilience, and the confidence to stand firm in who we are. The blazers represent leadership, stepping forward with professionalism, vision, and courage. Brilliance is the innovation, the collaboration, and the bold thinking that keeps this entire community shining. So today we celebrate all three. We are going to recognize our sponsors. You see them in the program and behind me, but we are incredibly grateful for our naming sponsor, First Piedmont Corporation, our entertainment sponsors, Cirrus Construction and ER Law, and a special thanks to our lunch sponsor, Brookdale of Reidsville, for sponsoring, preparing, and serving this phenomenal meal. And I have heard nothing but good things already. Give them a huge round of applause. And this time I'd like to welcome First Piedmont Corporation to the podium. Just a quick word from our naming sponsor.
Thank you, Diane. We'd like to first just say thanks to Diane and the staff at the Chamber putting on this great event. As we enjoy it. A little bit about that. There we go. It must be a sign for me to get back to the table. Just to say one thing, I'll give a testimonial to the Chamber. We are involved with many chambers throughout Virginia and North Carolina, but the Reidsville Chamber is by far the most interactive and supportive for us. They're always trying to help us, our business, be successful. So thank you guys again for all you do for us, and I'm excited for my new role coming up with the Chamber this year. First Piedmont is a full-service waste management company, been in the hauling business, recycling services since 1969. We are a family-oriented company that values its customers, employees, and the communities we serve. We believe in creating long-lasting partnerships with the companies we do business with. So if you are currently not relying on Red, we should probably talk. If anyone would like to discuss their waste hauling needs, feel free to see us after the event and we can set up time to discuss your needs. Again, thanks to everyone and thanks to the Chamber for all the support they do for all of us in this community.
All right. I'd also like to mention our other vendors from today. Bob Adams Florist, the beautiful flowers in your centerpieces. Autumn Hollifield Creative, our amazing photographer. Rockingham Update, our amazing videographer. And this would not be possible without Miss Emmy Stone with the Penthouse. So I hope everybody's enjoying lunch, and if you are not yet, you will be soon, I promise. But I'd like to invite, at this time, Reverend Wes Pitts to do the invocation for us.
Thank you, Diane. It is good to be here, good to be with you all. I am the pastor at First Presbyterian Church. And I'll start before I offer a word of prayer in recognizing that today's Ash Wednesday. For those of you who are part of the Christian tradition, some of you may or may not do anything with Ash Wednesday. It's a day that begins the season of Lent, a time, 40 days to recenter ourselves, to give thanks to God, and to bring us to the glory of Easter. And so I will invite you, if you don't have anything to do tonight at 6 o'clock, you can come to First Presbyterian. I will smudge some ashes on your forehead, remind you that you're going to die, but even though you're going to die, you have been claimed and are loved by God, and so that death is not scary. It's a weird thing that we do, but it can still be lovely. I get to do children. I do Stokes Ann's grandchildren. Last year, she went right after and was helping cash people out at the Celtic Fringe with her ashes on her head. So it all worked out great. Let's turn to God in prayer. Good and gracious God, we gather before you this day as a community with much to celebrate and as a community that is deeply in need. We celebrate a year of action and growth by this Chamber of Commerce. We celebrate the Chamber staff and its many volunteers without which their work would not be possible. We celebrate businesses that have thrived, businesses that have opened their doors for the first time, businesses that celebrate milestones. We celebrate community and business leaders that contribute so much of their talents and energy to making Reidsville a better place to live. But we also recognize that not everyone has thrived over the past year. There are many who have struggled and who continue to struggle, and so we seek your help. Help us to be a community that is built on mutual support. A community which is quicker to lend a helping hand than it is to offer faceless critique. A community that builds itself so that it is a place where all people have an opportunity to grow and live and find the abundance that we know is possible from you. Bless us in all the work that we do when we do the work that seeks to build up and to support. And bless this meal that we share today, a meal made possible by farmers and farm workers, by truck drivers and store clerks, by cooks and support staff, by many people working together. May we all be nourished for that work of community building. Amen.
All right, now please help me welcome Mayor Donald Gorham as he brings greetings from the city of Reidsville.
Good morning, I'm Mayor Donald Gorham and greetings from the city of Reidsville. I usually like to tie my welcome into the theme of the awards luncheon. I was having a little bit of trouble doing so. Boots and blazers into my remarks. Boots and blazers, putting those into my remarks. And then after following Wes Pitts and being reminded that I'm going to die, that makes it even more difficult. But it was no trouble choosing Brilliance, because each of you are brilliant in your own way, and your businesses, both big and small, have helped to make Reidsville a shining star and showed its brilliance. I know the Chamber is doing everything it possibly can to help make you continue to sparkle. And I hope the city of Reidsville can do the same. On behalf of the Reidsville City Council, we wish each of you success and continued brilliance in 2026. Thanks for being a shining part of Team Reidsville. I do have my blazer, and I got my boots.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor, as always, for being so supportive of the work that we do. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our elected officials and our special guests. So if I call your name, would you please stand? And if we could hold our applause to we're at the end, that would be awesome. All right, Donald Gore, Mayor, City of Reidsville. Shannon Coates, Reidsville City Council. Harry Brown, Reidsville City Council. Barbara DeJarnette, Reidsville City Council. Charlie Hall, County Commissioner. Kevin Berger, County Commissioner. And Abner Bullens, Rockingham County Clerk of Court. Anybody else that I may have missed in elected officials? Awesome. If you could please give them a round of applause. I also would like to recognize a few special guests, so we'll do the same for this group. Dr. Sylvia Cox with Rockingham Community College. Lance Metzler, Rockingham County Manager. Chris Phillips, Interim City Manager. Haywood Cloud, Assistant City Manager. Josh Farmer, Assistant City Manager and Fire Chief. Police Chief, Ray Gibson. Montana Brown, Economic Development Director. And the Rockingham County Economic Development Team, Tara Martin and Morgan McKinney. Thank you all for being here and all of your support. We really appreciate you. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody. There is a large crowd, and I went by registration and checking you off when I could. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. All right. Fun part. I'd like to welcome Jennifer Lester for the installation of our Board of Directors.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here today. For possibly the last time, I get to take part in the installation of new board members, and I'm very thrilled to have that honor as outgoing chair of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here this afternoon in the presence of the members of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce, friends and family, to install the newly elected members of the Board of Directors. Would the following directors please come forward? And I have two new ones here today and two that are changing roles. So, Autumn Hollyfield, please come forward. Chad Wright. Okay. Wes Pitts is coming on as chair-elect of the board. And then Eden Combs is coming on as chairman of the board. So if you'll come up here with me, please. All right, you have been elected to serve as directors of the chamber. If each of you commit to the following, please answer, I will, after all commitments have been presented. Attend as many board meetings as possible. Help establish programs, objectives, and policies of the chamber. Assist in fundraising projects to meet the budget and support community relations. Manage the assets. Build the membership. actively promote the chamber in our community. I now declare and proclaim the new directors of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce duly and legally installed. Congratulations to each one of you. We are thrilled. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our returning board members for 2026. So if I call your name, if you'll come forward so we can get a picture, that would be helpful. Miranda Ashley, Chad Blakely, Montana Brown, J.R. Cecil, Eden Combs, Tracy Crowder, Barbara Dejanette, Benjamin Furstenberg, Sharon Galloway, Hank Henning, Tracy Holcomb, Shane Martin, Quam Martin, Wes Pitts, and Roy Sawyers. Last thing for me right now, if you look in your program, you will see the list of board members from last year. We want to thank each one of you for your service to the Reidsville Chamber if you have rotated off. We appreciate everything you do. So thank you to our past and current board members.
All right, so just a quick moment. I know a lot of you are familiar with how these things work, and then some may not be. So as today is our annual awards luncheon, it also serves as an official annual meeting of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and our board of directors. So just had a couple things I wanted to let everybody know. I wanted to first say thank you. If you participated in our recent strategic survey, please raise your hand. I love that. Thank you all so much for your feedback. It was very thoughtful. It was very forward focused. So as we prepare to roll out our new strategic plan, we are really incredibly grateful for all of your engagement. The other thing I would like to say that is completely off what I was going to talk about, that I think is really important when I have a captive audience. I just heard my first real success story of a new program that we have. How many of you were aware that if you are an active member of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce, as a small business with employees of 2 to 50, you can receive an incredible discount on your health care through a state program with Blue Cross Blue Shield? How many were aware of that? Some of you may have seen it, some of you may not. I just spoke to a business today who said that we saved them 40% on their health insurance. We are incredibly thankful for our elected officials at the state level that helped push this program. It had to pass the Senate and the House and be a program through the North Carolina Chamber of Commerce, and then we had to opt in and pay the fee and participate, and now we can pass that on as a free benefit to all of our members. So I am very excited to tell you about that. Those are more of the things that I hope we are rolling out in the coming months. The board has also encouraged me to shine a light on other pieces of our story. So that was off topic, and so thank you to the individual who told me that today. It made my day. Also, the Chamber Champion Program. I don't know that everybody understands that. I do know that this room is full of Chamber Champs, but you may be an employee, or you may be a person who was voluntold that they were coming to lunch today and don't quite understand the program. So again, while we have a captive audience, everybody who is here is either a member, a prospective member, an elected official, or special guest. But we have a basic membership structure, and then beyond that, you can choose to participate in the Chamber Champs program, which is a tiered sponsorship program that collectively is ads, signage, marketing, events. It's everything wrapped into one. So, you know, when you get that call, remember, you have 8 free seats to the Annual Awards Luncheon, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, that is all tied to the Chamber Champs program, which Miss Denise Brady has had that be her baby for years and years and years. I inherited this program from her, and we have just grown it and built it. So I want to take a moment. If you are a Chamber Champion or an employee of a Chamber Champion, please stand so you can be recognized. It's a ton of you in the room. Y'all deserve a huge round of applause. The Chamber Champions can be found on our beautiful sign with lights over here by the wall. Also, the beautiful sign as you came in the door, but also on the backs of your program. If you want more information about how to become a Chamber Champion, we would love to talk to you about that. We have 20 tables in the room, standing room only, over 70 businesses represented, and the majority represent our Chamber Champions. Thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors, the ambassadors, the staff, for the additional investment that you put into this organization so that we can put it back into you. The other announcement that I have about that, we had a really amazing event in the fall where we recognized our Chamber Champs, and it was new and not on everybody's calendar, so I understand that everybody could not attend. But if you did not get your Crystal Award and we were not able to hand it to you today before you sat down, we do have some extras up here and we want to make sure you get it. So see me or one of the staff when the event's over so we can be sure to get that to you. All right, at this time, I would like to welcome Miss Debbie Ellis to the podium as we are going to recognize our ambassadors.
I love a microphone. Anybody that knows me knows that is a lie. This afternoon, I want to take a moment to recognize a group who truly represents Boots, Blazers, and Brilliance. Our ambassadors are the ones who put on their boots, pair them with their blazers, and show up for this chamber and this community. They welcome new members, support our businesses, and help us shine in everything we do. As I call your name, please join me up front for a group photo. Ashley Burr, Kathy Barbie, she's not here, is she? Okay, Keisha Cannon, Addie's not here. Cheryl Carter, Catherine Church, Donna Evans, Marie Farges Martin, Elizabeth Ferguson, Autumn Hollifield, Joe Hoover, Asia John, I don't know if she's here, Alicia Keller-Beer, Hunter McFalls, Callum McGinnis, Lori Southern, and Chad Wright. She stole Chad from me. Good stuff. Well, the award for Ambassador of the Year. First, let me get former Ambassadors of the Year to stand for me if you've ever been an Ambassador of the Year. And y'all give them a hand. These are our arms, legs, feet, brains, whatever we need. They're there all the time. So we're gonna add another person to our list. Okay. There are people in every organization who quietly make everything work. They don't ask for recognition, they don't need the spotlight, they simply show up again and again because they care. Today we're honoring one of those people. This year's Ambassador of the Year is someone who can always be counted on, someone who says yes when we need help, shows up when things get heavy, literally, and never hesitate to jump in whenever needed. If there is a beer garden, he's there. Hello? Okay. If there's an event, he is there. If something needs to be loaded, unloaded, carried, moved, or lifted, he's already doing it. And I want to say,
You want to say a lot. Yeah, go ahead.
and I want to say this honestly, those moments matter more than people realize. The heavy lifting, the setup, the tear down, the behind the scenes work is very hard. And it is especially hard for a small chamber team. Having someone who willingly steps in to help us carry that load means more than words can express. This ambassador attends everything, supports everything, helps in ways that make our events possible. He brings reliability, positivity, and a servant's heart to every single thing he does, and we are incredibly thankful for him. The Ambassador of the Year Award is about dedication, consistency, showing up for the chamber and the community, and this person embodies all of that. It is my honor to recognize the 2025 Ambassador of the Year, Hunter McFalls.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
All right, I have the honor of presenting Small Business of the Year. So small businesses are the heartbeat of our community. We all know that. They show up early, they stay late, they wear a lot of hats, and somehow they still find time to give back to the community. Today we're honoring a business that does all of that and does it with gratitude, generosity, and a true love for Reidsville. This year's Small Business of the Year is known not only for great food, but for an even greater commitment to the community it serves. This is a business that works incredibly hard to support Reidsville. They are constantly looking for ways to grow, not just for themselves, but in ways that allow them to serve the community. From expanding their operations into catering, to meeting the needs of customers beyond their storefront, they continue to evolve while staying rooted in the community. They fully embrace Reidsville. They open their door for spirit nights, they support local schools and organizations, they sponsor events downtown and through the chamber, and consistently say yes when our community needs support. Their presence is not just felt at the table, but at events, fundraisers, gatherings that bring us all together. What truly stands out is their gratitude. This business is a business that is openly thankful for their customers, for this community, and for the opportunity to grow here. that appreciation shows in how they give back and how they continue to invest locally. Small Business of the Year is about more than just success. It's about heart, hustle, and community commitment. And this business exemplifies all three. It is my absolute honor to recognize the 2025 Small Business of the Year, Firsty's Pizza.
Y'all know this is one of the favorite things I do every year, and we take turns in presenting the awards. And I always pick the ones I probably shouldn't, because I don't know sometimes how I'm gonna get through them, but y'all bear with me. 2025 Business Person of the Year. One of the greatest privileges I have is witnessing the growth. Real growth, okay? Not just revenue, not just visibility, confidence, leadership, and impact. Today we are honoring somebody whose journey reflects exactly what this award stands for. This year's Small Business Person of the Year has been a member of the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce since June of 2014. Over the years, we have watched her grow as a person, grow as a business owner, and truly level up the way she shows up, not just for her clients, but for her community. She pours into others in intentional and meaningful ways. She's deeply invested in young girls through her senior team, and this year she's taken that commitment one step further by debuting a scholarship created through that program. A powerful example of how her impact extends far beyond her business. She works with businesses across our community, helping them elevate their brand through professional headshots and content that tell their story and help them grow. Her work reaches well beyond individual clients as she partners with meaningful organizations like Mount Jubilee Ministries, the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce, and many others, always showing up with excellence, reliability, and heart. I also want to say that our chamber looks really good because of her. She helps us tell our story all year long. She captures our events, our people, our mission, and she does it in a way that reflects who we are and where we are going. If you've attended our events, you know her impact is felt far beyond the camera. She was the most requested speaker at our Everything Expo and remains a fan favorite from the She Means Business. People don't just learn from her, they connect with her. They trust her, and they leave inspired. She has built an impressive and ever-growing portfolio, including launching her first ebook this week. More importantly, she's built a business rooted in purpose, mentorship, and community. It is my honor to recognize the 2025 Small Business Person of the Year, Autumn Hollifield of Autumn Hollifield Creative. And I believe there's a special guest in the house, if they would come forward. I'd like to introduce Mr. Hollifield, her husband William. Will you take a picture of y'all together, but I also want you to take a picture of her with her award so she has it on her camera. And then I want another one with y'all together. So let him do his. Yes. Okay. Can we get some? Are you taking one of the two of them for me, please? Thank you. Well, he wasn't supposed to. Best kept secret of the year.
right, I'm back for 2025 Nonprofit of the Year. So nonprofits play a unique role in our community. We all know that. They bring people together, they create spaces for connection, and they often do their work quietly, without expectation of recognition, simply because they believe in the mission. Today we're honoring an organization that's been doing exactly that for decades. This year's Nonprofit of the Year is celebrating a major milestone, its 37th season. For nearly 4 decades, this organization has enriched our community through creativity, storytelling, and performing arts. But what they offer goes far beyond what happens on the stage. They create opportunity. They build confidence. They give people of all ages a place to belong. This organization provides a home for performers, volunteers, students, and audiences alike. They invest in talent, encourage self-expression, and help individuals, especially young people, find their voice. Through productions, education, and community involvement, they've become a cultural cornerstone in Rockingham County. Their impact reaches far beyond entertainment as well. They foster collaboration, support the arts, and contribute to the vibrancy and quality of life that makes our community special. Season after season, they continue to adapt and to grow and to show up. They're driven by passion, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to their mission. Nonprofits like this remind us that community isn't just built through programs or services. It's built through shared experiences, through creativity, and through connection. So it's my honor to recognize the 2025 Nonprofit of the Year, the Theater Guild of Rockingham County.
We have auditions this weekend for
All right. Now that I have my life together again. This one's also really special. They're all really special to me, actually. I struggle letting Jen do some of them because I want to do them all, but y'all don't want to hear me talk the whole time either. 2025 Corporate Citizen of the Year. There are organizations whose success is measured solely in numbers, revenue, market share growth, and then there are organizations whose success is measured in community good, in partnerships, and how they show up and give back. Today we honor a company that clearly falls in that second category. It doesn't operate just in the triad, but truly invests in it, supports it, and stands alongside the people and the organizations that make our community stronger. This year's Corporate Citizen has demonstrated a strong commitment to community involvement and sponsorship of events that bring people together and strengthen, literally strengthen, our region. Their support can be seen across the triad with organizations, nonprofits, community initiatives that focus on health, wellness, and quality of life. They understand that leadership means participation, not just serving the market, but being a partner in the community. Their presence is not felt just through their professional services, but through their willingness to step up and invest in the communities that they serve. Being a Corporate Citizen of the Year is not just about success. It's about responsibility, engagement, and impact, and their organization exemplifies all three. It is my honor to present the 2025 Corporate Citizen of the Year to Emerge Ortho of the Triad.
Yeah, Barbara do one.
goodness. I think y'all probably see on the program as you're looking that it's supposed to be the President's Award right now. But that also means that I get to make inserts and special surprises and all the things. So I would like to recognize someone who's made an extraordinary impact on the chamber and our community. And today, while I'm being a little sneaky, right before I make this announcement, and before I make the President's actual award, I have somebody else I want to recognize. I didn't think the person had any idea, but they probably do now, and it's okay. She was going to try to talk me out of it. She does not like a big fuss, but we could not go without doing this. Denise, will you please come forward? Denise has been with the Chamber since 2008, and I came in 2011. And from day one, she has been steady, supportive, loyal, and completely committed to this organization and this community. She supported 2 presidents and no president. She supported countless members, thousands of phone calls, solved more problems than you will ever know, and carried the heart of this chamber in ways that most people have never seen. But I've seen it. Denise has been a constant for me, a sounding board, a voice of reason, a cheerleader, a protector of this chamber's mission, and a friend. And a computer expert. If you know, you know. As she steps into retirement, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do without her, and we're all going to be a little lost. She didn't want a big production. She didn't want a long speech. But I could not let her retire quietly without standing in front of the people that she has served for nearly 2 decades and saying thank you. Denise, thank you for your loyalty, your dedication. Thank you for loving this chamber. Thank you for loving this community. And thank you for loving me through this role. We're going to miss you more than words can say, but we love you even more. Please help me thank Denise for her 17 years of service. So her plaque reads, Denise Brady, Membership Director from 2008 to 2026. A relationship builder, advocate, and caring presence. Thank you for years of dedication, connection, and service to our members and community. I can scrub the 26 out if you change your mind. Just yep.
All right, hug it out, hug it out.
Thank you for making my job easy, for each and every one of you who've supported, whether it's just being a member, which is so special to us, sponsorships, being there, helping to guide us, and letting us know what you need from us in our community. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you, Patrick, for always supporting us as well. All right. Have lots of great stuff today that I didn't put on the program or in the agenda that people don't know about, and it's good. I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize somebody else who wouldn't want a big fuss. If I could have Miss Jennifer Lester come back to the podium. There have been times at the chamber where we didn't know when the next board member was going to come along. We didn't know when the next change was going to happen. when Robbie City inherited his board chairman position in the middle of the night one night and then had to stick it out for a long term because we weren't sure where the next successor was going to come. And he held on to us and held on to us strong. And then in the last 4 years, we have been able to pass it on with strong leadership from Jesse Metter and now Jennifer Lester, and now passing it on to Eden. And so we are so incredibly thankful because without this board, the chamber wouldn't be where we are, and the people who volunteer as our ambassadors and our board members, and especially the executive board, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So Jennifer, thank you. Thank you for always supporting us. Check it on the staff, even going behind me to help them and make sure that they were cared for and taken care of and seen. Thank you for always having my back, and thank you for always answering the phone when I call. And this is your plaque with your gavel that recognizes your time here. And I know you're sad to leave it, but I'm excited for you to be the past chair and stay on the executive board. So congratulations. All right, now we'll get on to the President's Award for real. Okay, this award is usually the most personal award for me, but gosh, after almost 17 years, they're all personal. And this isn't voted on by committee. It's nominated. It's not nominated. It's simply somebody that I choose. And this year, there was no debate in my mind. This year's President's Award goes to Katie Mae Sutton. Katie, this has been a year. You stepped into a promotion. You took on the role of the Chamber Operations Coordinator. You didn't ease into it. You owned it. You strengthened our systems. You tightened our processes. You protected the deadlines and told me when I was pushing them. You handled details that most people in this room will never realize exist. And it's not glamorous work. It's not in the spotlight. It's behind the scenes. And did we confirm that? I don't know. Did we? And because of Katie, things run. She doesn't just do the task, she carries on. What makes this year even more remarkable is what she was balancing outside of the office. Katie got married this year. She stepped into a new chapter as a wife. She gained a stepdaughter, walking closely with her family after her mother had a liver transplant. It's a lot of life change in a short amount of time for a young professional. And through all of it, she showed up steady, dependable, committed. I trust Katie, and that's important in this role for me. She cares about the chamber. She cares about things getting done the right way. And even though she was sick leading up to this, she was still texting me, what can I do? How can I help? Every organization has someone who becomes part of the backbone and moving everything forward. And for us, that's Katie. You have stepped into new roles in your life, and you've done it with strength and heart. And it is my honor to present the 2025 President's Award to Katie Mae Sutton.
So it looks like I am the only thing standing between you and being done with this event for today, so I'm gonna try to wrap us up here. But before I do, I have the absolute honor to present the Chairman's Award for the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce. And today, this award is being given to a recipient that I think is an absolutely amazing individual, and I'm gonna tell you all about them. But I'd like to ask Lieutenant Sheriff Carter to come up here with me, please. Lieutenant Carter of the Reidsville Police Department has served our community for more than 20 years. And in that time, she's become more than an officer. She's a friend, a mentor, a servant leader, a constant source of strength for the people of Reidsville. Personally and professionally, Shara is the kind of individual who makes every space better just by being in it. As Lieutenant of Community Police, she's embraced that role fully. She's always thinking ahead, working through every detail, keeping the betterment of our city and its citizens at the forefront of every decision. Her heart for service shows up in the ways that she supports our youth, how she leads her team, and how she consistently shows up with a smile and a willingness to help no matter what the task. Her impact on the chamber is just as meaningful. She serves on our committees, engages thoughtfully, and brings forward ideas that elevate our work. She checks in on the chamber staff, she makes sure that they are safe and have what they need, and often without being asked, helps with setup and cleanup and anything else that needs attention with the chamber. Each year, she flawlessly organizes the honor guard for our MLK celebration, giving Diane peace of mind with that process. She encourages others to get involved and to build connections and lifts up the chamber in ways that are both seen and unseen. She does all of this not for recognition. I'm sure you hate that I called you up here and I'm making you stand next to me. But this service is simply who Lieutenant Carter is. Today we're grateful for this opportunity to recognize you and to say thank you publicly. Your leadership, your compassion, your unwavering dedication to the people of Reidsville, and your extraordinary support of the chamber were all reasons why I wanted to choose you for the Chair Award today. So it is my privilege to present you the 2025 Reidsville Chamber of Commerce Chairman's Award. Chamber of Commerce over the last few years has been an absolute honor for me and an incredible learning experience. I'm deeply grateful to everyone on the board, our ambassadors, our members, and all of those who have supported the Chamber during this time. I especially want to thank the Chamber staff for allowing me to step into this role with you. Each one of you is absolutely amazing, and I cannot adequately express just how thankful I am for you and the work that you do, often unseen, for this community. So thank you for letting me walk alongside you and support you in this role, and I look forward to continuing to work with you as a board member, volunteer, friend, and community supporter. So there's a couple people real quick that I just want to highlight who pushed me and encouraged me and helped me to become a better version of myself in this role. The first one, she is not here today, unfortunately, but Jessie Metter, our past chair. I stepped in as chair-elect with just a few months before Jessie was vacating the chair position. So I had a lot to learn and a little bit of time to do it, but she never left my side. The entire first year and well beyond, Jessie encouraged me, advised me, and taught me. I appreciate her faith in me, or at least the very convincing appearance of her faith in me. But truly, Jessie's mentorship means more than I can say, and I feel fortunate to know her and to have learned from such a kind and steady and generous leader. Next, Eden, our incoming chair. Eden is an exceptional leader, and I have learned so much simply by watching the way she works and who she is. And the way she pushes herself, encourages her team, and invites everyone around her to expand their comfort zones and to think creatively. I am thrilled to continue serving alongside you and the Chamber Board, and I look forward to learning even more from you as a friend, a business leader, and now our chair. Eden, I have a small token of appreciation for you. I don't have enough hands. Mine don't look quite as nice as the Chambers because I bought them myself. So. All right, it says, a sign of a good leader is not how many followers you have, but but how many leaders you create. And to me, this could not be more true of you. So thank you for all you do for this community and beyond. And last but certainly not least, I want to say a huge thank you to Diane. Thank you for your faith in me, your encouragement, your friendship. Serving on this board, and especially as board chair, has been a transformational experience for me, and I am so grateful to continue this work together. I learn something from you every day in every conversation, and I'm constantly in awe of what you accomplish. You are a true difference maker across our community. I've had the privilege of serving with Diane in a lot of roles over the last few years. And I don't know that everybody realizes just everything she does for this community, from serving with the schools to the work she does for the chamber and the various boards she's on, the various volunteer efforts. So thank you. And so for Diane, I have a small plaque that reads, hold on, wait for it. Should have brought a bigger bag. All right, Diane's reads, difference maker, someone who has a significant positive impact on people, situations, and outcomes. Through their actions, leadership, and influence, they create meaningful change, inspire others, and contribute to progress, whether in work, community, or personal relationships. They stand out through their dedication, innovation, and problem solving, leaving a lasting positive effect. Difference makers see possibilities where others see obstacles, and I believe that is you. So. All right. As we close this chapter and look ahead to the next, it's time for one of my favorite traditions, the passing of the gavel. Do I still have the gavel? There's too much stuff going on up here. All right, this gavel represents leadership. It represents, thank you, responsibility, and it represents service. The chamber is over 100 years old. The leaders before us built something strong. They protected it, they grew it, and today we continue that legacy. It has been an absolute honor to serve in this role. And now, I am very proud to pass this gavel to someone who leads with integrity, with heart, and with vision. Eden has shown dedication to this chamber and to our community. She understands the mission, and she believes in our businesses, and she is ready to lead us into the next season. So, without further ado, Eden, it is my honor to pass this gavel to you.
Thank you all so much for being here. We're already doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and I'm really excited to be your incoming chair and see what the next year holds. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
What's the second? You said.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Thank you all for